A very good morning to all of you. So in this video we will deal with chapter number 1, computer languages, and we will see the exercise portion for this chapter. Okay, now for that, firstly you open this page number over here. Page number 16 you open, and before writing your exercise portion you just have to write down these words to remember in your copy. Okay, so firstly you write down words to remember. After that we will solve this exercise portion. Now see this assessment A part. See the first question. How is a high level language convenient for an operator to instruct a computer? Okay, so firstly from the question you have to write down a high level language is convenient for an operator to instruct a computer. Then write down as it uses simple English language. Okay, you write down as it uses simple English language. Only this much. Now see the second one. How do we communicate with a computer? So you can see over here the answer is already written. You can write down we communicate with a computer through a language that can be machine language, assembly level language, or a high level language. Okay, over here I have written the short form. You have to write down the expanded form. Okay, again you listen. We communicate with a computer through a language that can be machine language, assembly language, or high level language. This you have to write down in the second answer. Now for the second one, quiz portion, see the first question. It is, what is a compiler? Okay, so for that open page number 6. Now you see on page number 6 over here we have this one. Over here. Okay, so we have this topic of compiler. You write down from this portion compiler. Now only the word compiler then converts high level language program into machine instructions in a single go. Only the portion I have underlined, only this much you have to write down. Okay, so compiler converts high level language program into machine instructions in a single go. Only this you have to write down in your quiz portion, first answer. Okay, now see the second question. What is the second question that we have? See over here, which language is used to write programs in simple English words? So you write down high level language. You can see over here. Now do not write down HLL. Again I am saying it is a short form that I have written. You have to write down a high level language. Okay, then from the question, is used to write programs in simple English words. Like that you have to write down your second answer. For the third answer, name any two popular mini computers. Open page number 9 for that. See, on page number 9 we have a bundles of mini computers. So over here. Okay, so these are the four mini computers that are given to us. Now you select any two and you can write down in this answer. Fine, any two you can write down. Okay, four are given over here. This was your third answer for the quiz portion. Okay, now see this second question is also over. Come on to this fill in the blank portion. See the first one. In a dash level language, commands are written in basic English language. So the first answer is your high. In a high level language. Second one is assembly language uses mnemonic code and symbolic addresses. Second one is your assembly. The third one is machine language contains zeros and ones only. It is machine language. Okay. Fourth one is Java was developed by Sun Microsystems. Fine. The fifth one is console game is a form of interactive multimedia used for entertainment. And the sixth one, the last one is there are as many different file formats as there are different programs to process the file. Okay, so these are about your fill in the blank answers. With this our assessment A got completed. Now come to your assessment B portion. Now again I'm telling you, see these fill in the blanks you don't have to write down in the copy. Okay, only the book is sufficient for fill in the blanks and for these MCQs. Rest of the things you have to write down in the copy. Now see the MCQs means multiple choice questions we have. See the first one. Dash is a language that uses turtle graphic. Answer is logo. C option is the correct answer. See the second one. Generally, the Dash programs are written in modules and put together for the final run. Answer is B option, that is assembly. The third one, Dash was developed by John Baker. The answer is Fortran, means formula translation, as I already told you. Fourth one is logo was developed by Dash. The answer is same or papered. Okay, so these are about your multiple choice question. Now come to your very short answer question. See the first one. Who invented C++? So you write down from this line. Over here it is written Bjarne Stroustrup. Bjarne Stroustrup. Okay, this is an answer for the first one. For the second one, what do we use to convert programs into machine language? So you write down, we use, firstly from the question, we use, then translators. Translators, translators, to convert programs into machine language. Like that you have to write down. Okay, the third one, what is a wildcard character? For that, open page number 13. Okay, on page number 13 you see, over here we have page number 13 and you write down from the first line. Okay, a wildcard character is a keyboard character such as an asterisk or a question mark that is used to represent one or more character when you are searching for files. Like that you have to write down till files. Okay, that is your first answer. Now see the not the first answer, it was a third very short answer. Right, now see the third one, that is your short answer question. See the first one, list one advantage of a high level language. So for that, open page number 6. Okay, open page number 6 for that. Over here we have page number 6. Now from this portion, see, we have these 4 advantages of a high level language. Now, so better to write down the first one. So you write down like that, advantage of high level language is commands are written in simple English language. Like that you write down, only one advantage it is asking na. So better to write down the first one, it is the most common one. Fine. Now the second answer you see, firstly see the question. The second one, we have what is an assembly language. Okay, so you have to write down, see over here, if you can see from the book, it is well enough. See, I'm reading it out for you. An assembly language is a computer language that uses mnemonic codes. Mnemonic means, you can write down, that uses mnemonic, MNEMONIC, that uses mnemonic codes and symbolic addresses. Fine. So again you listen, an assembly language is a computer language that uses mnemonic codes and symbolic addresses. Okay, only this much you write down in the second answer. Now see the third one, what is the full form of basic and Fortran? So for basic, again it is written over here, it is beginners all purpose symbolic instruction code. Okay, symbolic instruction code. And for the Fortran you have this formula translation. Okay, formula translation. That is the answer for your third one. Now see the fourth question, name some popular supercomputers. So for that, page number 8 you open. On page number 8 we have details about our supercomputers and examples as well. So over here they are asking, over here. Okay, so some popular supercomputers are like that. Firstly you will write down the question, some popular supercomputers are, then you write down these popular supercomputers over there. Okay, now for the next answer, next question you see, firstly Over here we are on the long answer question right now. So see the first one, describe high level language with their advantages, give valid examples also. Now you see this question contains three parts. Firstly you have to describe what is a high level language, after that you have to tell what are the advantages, and after that you have to give some valid examples also. Okay, so open page number 6 for that. On page number 6 we have everything regarding high level language. Over here we have, so for that you have to write down from this line, high level language is very convenient for an operator to instruct a computer. These groups of languages uses simple English words that are converted into machine language by a compiler or interpreter. This you have to write down. After that advantages also you have to write down, all the four advantages you write down. Fine. After that it is asking for the example. So on the screen you can see example. We have this basic, COBOL, Pascal, C, C++, Java, and write down etc. Okay, these are the answer. This is your first long answer. Okay, now see the second one. The second question is over here. Write a note on translators, give two examples. Okay, this you have to write down. So open page number 6 for that. Again on the same page we are moving on to, on page number 6. Over here, see, firstly you have to write down from this line, translators are used to convert high level language program into machine language. They consist of, so firstly again you write down the heading compiler, and in compiler again you write down compiler converts high level language program into machine instruction in a single go. Do not write down this portion, is a more complex software. Okay, cut down this portion, you don't have to write it. This portion you cut down. Okay, so in this compiler you have to write down only compiler converts high level language program into machine level language program. Fine. After that you have to write down the heading interpreter, and then these also work as compiler but compilers translate each instruction one after the another. So this you have to write down in your long answer, second one. Fine, this is your complete second answer. Now the last question you see, last question of long answer type we have over here. What do you mean by an embedded computers? Okay, for that open page number 10. The answer is present on page number 10. You open. Over here you see at the last we have a heading of embedded computer. So you start writing from the first line, an embedded system is a computer system with a dedicated function, and continue your writing till the third line, mechanical parts. Okay, till mechanical parts you have to write down. This is your long answer number 3. Fine, I hope all the answers are clear to you people, and with this your chapter number 1 got completed. Fine, you have to write down the answers in copy, and remember you don't have to write down fill in the blanks and MCQs in it. Okay, so in case of any doubt you just write down in the comment section or ask in the live section to your teacher. Fine, so this was all about your chapter number 1. Or from the next video we will start your next chapter. Okay, so thank you so much.